Hey guys, this is System, and this is all the mod 6 to the sky. Hope everyone is well, have an amazing day. Let's go ahead and jump right back into this pretty cool pack here. So, in between episodes, I went ahead, I guess, and made some bees. I went ahead and made some bees here, using some witch water and some mycelium, and then some of these blazing dolls, which are actually pretty easy to make. But you go ahead and just take them, go ahead and do this, go ahead and use one on there. And then, yeah, that will actually spawn in a bee here in a second. It actually takes a couple seconds, so let's help it along. There you go. And that is how I got bees. There's different ways of getting bees in the pack, right? Or getting into resourceful bees. And we're not actually going to do bees today, mind you. But I had to learn the mechanics of vanilla bees because I've never really done vanilla bees before. I actually got stung by them when I first did this. I was trying to get the honey out of it. And I didn't understand that I had to actually have it smoked and stuff. That is how much I knew of a noob I am with bees. So anyway, that's the thing. I did want a little bit of this though. So I have a little bit of the honey here. We can actually go ahead and straight up make a seed. The easiest way to probably get into bees in this pack, by the way, is with these here. If you actually go to candleberries, which I actually have in our farm, right? Our essence farm. I just have this stuff. You can go ahead and grab these and you run them through a centrifuge, right? So the centrifuge is right here. There you go. And then you get your honey, your beeswax, all that jazz. Really easy. And I'm going to have to do that at some point. But for right now, all I really want out of the bees is get a set up for the future is probably some of these here. Some of these honey seeds, because once we have these, we can pretty much just do everything just really easy, right? So pretty awesome and really cool. So let's go ahead and probably do that, right? Let's go ahead and stop talking about it. You know, we'll need the actual, this stuff, what is it called here? Agglomeratio, I guess is what it's called. Go ahead and grab some of that. Probably need 4 of these, and since it's using bottles, it's a little harder to craft, so we'll do that. That looks good. Then we'll need some Prudentium. Then after this, we're going to go ahead and do a really OP setup with our emeralds. We should be able to get about, I don't know, probably about 10,000 emeralds a minute or so. Something crazy. Anyway, let's go ahead and grab that. Then we'll jump to some other things. Maybe induction matrix. We need one of those as well. We got so much we need to do. I'm just kind of jumping around all over the place, but we'll kind of sort it out. Sort it all out, I should say, and figure out exactly where we're going. We're at the point of the pack where we can just kind of do stuff. I'm putting carrots on here for no reason. Let's pull carrots off. Here we go. Actually put on our agglomeratio, whatever it's called. Awesome. And then I should be able to just finally make these actual seeds. We'll throw these into our farm, and then we'll be ready for the bees in the future, right? So that is cool. Anyway, like I said, I only did it that way to learn about vanilla bees, because I know people are going to say you don't have to do that, right? Anyway, where is our actual farm? It was down there, right? Let's go ahead down here. Then we'll go ahead and do a real quick setup with our actual villagers, so we could actually get a whole bunch of emeralds going on the go at the same time. Where can this go? Probably like right there. There you go. Go ahead and jump in there. That's good. And everything is just right in the world. Now the next thing we're going to do here, I guess, like I said, is go ahead and set up the villager farm. So let's go ahead over here. That is not where the villager farm is at all. It's down here. And let's go ahead and see how it goes. So what we got to do here is set this up for automation. So what we're going to do for automation is actually break all this. We don't actually need any of that anymore, right? And then we're going to go ahead and set up some item collectors, probably over here. Sweet. And sweet. Probably break these blocks, actually. We don't need them anymore. Let's go ahead and do that. And we'll just do the item collection back here. And we're just going to use basic item collectors to do this, right? So something like that there. They should be on OK settings. I don't need them that big, though. Let's set them up to like 9x9s. That should be more enough to be able to handle all the pickups. Go ahead and do something like that. Go ahead and check out the preview. Yeah, that should pick up pretty much all the emeralds. So that is cool. And then the rest will get pushed by the actual vector plates anyway, so it doesn't matter. Then we'll probably want to go underneath these and actually set up item collection. Oh, I just broke my floor. I keep doing that with this Paxel. But either way, go ahead and head over here. Go ahead and actually grab some pipe. Sweet, and you're going to see how insane this thing is. It's actually completely broken, and I'm absolutely a giant fan of it. Anyway, let's go ahead and grab you. We need some more of these, so let's actually go make some more. Awesome. Probably need 2 more. That'd be good. Cool. And then we're going to make a new item. I actually set up the recipe for it. It's actually called the, what is this called? Dank storage. And this is like a dank null, right? This thing is actually insane. So let's go ahead and grab one of them. This is actually going to be the storage. This thing can actually store, what is it? 2 billion items per stack inside this thing. I'll show you how big it is on the inside in a second. We need to dock though. So let's actually go grab one of them. There you go. Awesome. And then we should be pretty much good to go. So let's go ahead and just pop the dock right here. That looks good. Go ahead and grab the Dank. Pop that right here. You look inside this thing. It has like, you know, a whole bunch of spaces, right? And like I said, it's 2 billion per stack. It drops it on the ground, doesn't it? Let's go ahead and grab this. If you actually move it, I guess have it in your inventory. This thing, you can kind of like filter what it picks up, whatever, you know what I mean? All that different stuff. And tell it exactly what to pick up. But we don't care about that. You can set it to like, I think it's like pick up all, pick up, void, pick up, all that different stuff. So you can make void things off. Really great for mining, right? So that's what it's really used for. But it's also great for mass storage. And that's what we're going to be using it for here. Let's go ahead and actually grab a wrench here. Where's my wrench, man? My wrench is right there. Awesome. Probably set all these to extract real quick. Sweet. And I think these upgrades we're using can move a stack a tick. So they actually move a lot of items, right? That's why I'm using these ones. Go ahead and grab you, and you. There you go. And that should be able to handle collection, no problem. So the 2 items we're going to get is going to be Imperium and what is the other one? Imperium and the actual emeralds themselves. The way we're going to actually go ahead and actually kill the villagers with the sword won't be by me like hanging out here. That isn't the plan at all. What I have here is a auto attacker pedestal upgrade with pedestal speed 5 and area 5. So what we do, let's go ahead and put that. Actually, before we do that, let's go ahead. Let's actually get that out of our offhand for a second, or it's going to start attacking us. Go ahead and grab this block of coal, put that underneath it. What the block of coal is going to do is going to make it so it'll target the villagers, but not us. If it was aggressive mobs, you want diamonds, I believe, but we're going with this one. There you go. Go ahead and put that on our offhand. Use that on the pedestal. Then we need to go ahead and grab our Morgan. So our Morgan has the Outlaw 20 on it. It also has a Vorpal 20 on it, which makes it basically do 5 times the damage 100% of the time. This thing's almost 100,000 damage now. But we're going to use it on the pedestal right now. So we want to go ahead and grab that. And then I guess we also want that in our offhand. So we'll just do that there. Right click that on. And now that is going to be used by the pedestal, which is absolutely awesome. And all we should have to do now is pull these off. There you go. I've already muted the sound so we didn't have to hear their deaths nonstop, which is pretty awesome, but I can still hear them hitting the ground, I suppose. But you can see it's pretty much just raining emeralds, which is pretty awesome. Really cool. And if we go check this out here, oh, it's actually got some of my stuff in here. Let's go ahead and pop that out and that out. Not worried about the putting stacks in different spaces, doesn't really matter. But you can see here, we already got 2,000 emeralds in no time. Actually, we got almost 7,000. It's not even a minute. I thought it was going to be about 10,000 a minute. It's going to be way more than 10,000 a minute. Holy moly, this thing's fast. So yeah, this is going to pretty much utterly destroy the need for emeralds in this pack. We really don't have to worry about emeralds ever again. And all I really need to do is connect a external storage to this and then connect it to the system. Make sure it's filtered. So let's actually go ahead and do that. Let's grab a external. Do we have one right there? Nope, we need external storage. Let's go ahead and grab that. Maybe go ahead and grab one of them. That's an exporter. External storage. Sweet. Let's go ahead and grab you. Let's go ahead and grab, I need 1 emerald, man. Let's do that. And I guess I need 1 Imperium as well. This thing is also our Imperium farm as well, which is kind of funny. But I would need to filter this, right? So I'd want that. I think this is the way it works. Is this a blacklist or a whitelist? I forget. I guess we'll find out either way. I think it's a whitelist on these, right? And we'll go ahead and do that. Then go ahead and pop you there. Set the priority 5 just so it's always going there first. Then I guess I just need to run a long cable and then we're pretty much good to go. Okay, well, I've run into sort of an issue here. It's not an issue you're probably expecting at all. Anyway, let's go look at our emeralds real quick. Let's go ahead and check that out. You see the emeralds are just flying up. So that's working great. That part of it is fine. What is happening is, can you hear that? Can you hear that sound? It's like the player's sword swing sound. And it's like it thinks I'm hitting it, and it's doing it at spawn. I've had this happen in a mod before. I can't remember which mod it happened with, but I don't know how to fix it because now I'm always going to hear sword swings in this area. Like if I go to options, go to music and sound, I guess, and go to players. If I turn this up, it's probably insane. Yeah, it's way louder, right? Yep, that's definitely what it is. It thinks I'm swinging a sword at spawn right now because of that block. Might have to talk to MoMaster about that. He's actually the dev for this mod. I was actually talking to him about how to kind of set this up. I wasn't sure what block to put underneath it, and he let me know. I may have to add a little more of a wall here as well. Maybe I'll add some of that ethereal glass, just so none of the emeralds can get kind of stuck on the fence there. But anyway, this is going to work. It is really awesome. You can see pretty much everything's getting picked up. Almost no flaws at all, except for that sound. Now, I really don't want to have to mute all my sound. That isn't something I'm really looking forward to, so have to sort that out somehow. I just don't know what to do about that. I wonder if I could just mute the player sound in this somewhere. If I could find like player sound, sword swing, maybe something like that. I just don't know which one to do. Oh, maybe it's this one. Is that it? Nope, that isn't it. Wonder what sound that is. If I can figure out what sound that is, or if anyone knows what sound that is, let me know, and then I can maybe just mute that particular sound. Because, oh, is it gone? No, it's still there. Hey, wait, that's cool. I'm gonna have to live with it right now. Oh, it's super loud right here. Why is it so loud right here? Minecraft, man. Modern Minecraft is so odd sometimes. It's just bizarre. Anyway, let's go ahead and move on to something else here. I'll deal with that later. So I went ahead and got this all sorted out here. This thing is actually, it has to be on whitelist. It was on blacklist by default. So that's something to be aware of. So it was putting some like fluoride in there and stuff. So stuff I didn't actually want in there. So yeah, stuff like that and stuff like this. A whole bunch of other stuff that I dropped into the system, like that induction thing. All these things, right? So definitely want to make sure you actually set it to whitelist. That is important. Went ahead and threw some ethereal glass in there as well. You may notice that the sound isn't here anymore. I headed over to the ATM Discord, and I was asking MoMaster, I guess telling them that I had the sound issue. Then there was another player there who hangs out there a lot. His name's Gimmicks. And he told me the exact sound to mute. So that was actually really helpful. So thank you so much, Gimmicks. It's much appreciated. But the one you want to mute if you run into the same issue was, what was it called there? Equip. If you go to Equip here, item.armor.equip generic Minecraft. That was the sound that's actually causing that. If I actually unmute it, yeah, there you go. So super easy, super simple, and that totally fixes the issue, right? So only have to mute one sound and not go through a giant list. Yes, I know there's a recent thing. So sometimes when you go to the recent though, it is just too much, right? So recent, there you go. Like, look at that. Sometimes you don't even know it. I mean, I could try every one, I guess. Sometimes the list is longer than this, right? This is actually short for this right now. And sometimes you just don't know what you're looking at. So anyway, that is a thing. I think what we're going to do now, though, let's go ahead and head over here. Now that I got that atrocity taken care of, let's go ahead and get to the induction matrix, I think. So I have some of these blocks here. I can autocraft these too. So I have 5 of the ultimate induction cells, which hold 1.6 TFE, which is pretty nice. And this is a induction provider. This is going to make it so it can actually move 52 million RF tick, which is pretty awesome. More than we're producing, that's for sure. And I have that. I think I have everything I need. These are really expensive too. So if I go to this, you'll see there's 1,000 redstone on those ones. And what is it on these ones? These ones are, I think, more expensive. Yeah, 2,500 almost for one of those, which is pretty crazy. So not cheap at all. Takes a little bit of time, but I just went ahead and sped up our infusers, right? So it didn't take too much time at all to craft this. I need to find a room here, and I had one kind of planned out. Maybe it was this one over here. Yeah, let's go use this one. Go ahead and do this. Go ahead and put it in here. This is going to be our power buffer for now. And this is like a very easy multi-block setup. It's not really that big a deal. It's actually really simple. But we're just do a nice little small one for right now. Let's go ahead and do something like this. Let's go something like that. Maybe one more level. May have to make a couple more of these casings, but that's fine. Sweet. Something like that there. Awesome. And then we'll just bring down the front, I guess. Let's go grab some more casings. And this is just going to be a giant battery for us. That's all this thing is going to be. So there you go. Only need 32 of them. Then we'll need, I guess, the cells and this inside. Doesn't matter if we have empty space or anything like that, right? Doesn't matter at all. So I'll just have that there. Then we'll need a little more of the casing. Let's do casing. We've got 64. That's probably more than enough. And then we'll have to put the port somewhere too. So not that big deal though. Something like that. Something like this here. Then I want to expand. I'll have room for it. Then we'll just do something like this here. So one here, and maybe right there. There you go. Got our multi-block. And now this is just a big battery. So all we really need is a point and a plug. And all our power is going to run through here, right? So this will just be our massive battery for everything. So if I put a plug here, right? Sweet. That'll make it so it could draw power out. Probably going to make a new channel, actually, for this, actually. And then start using the new channel for inputting power, right? So on this one here, I guess we would go there, right? That's going to start pulling in all of our power, right? Chunk loading, disable limit. There we go. It's going to start filling up. You can see here, this thing has massive, massive capacity, right? So TFE, I think that's trillion, right? That's like 8 trillion. Might be even more than that. I think it's trillion though. And then I'll set up probably a new channel. So if I go to, I guess, create new network. There you go. And we'll just call this one like out, just to keep it really simple. Then anything I power or kind of move forward, I'll do with this, right? Let's go to out. That looks good. Awesome. And then password, we want it on public, right? So we just do that. We'll set it to blue. That's good. And now I can use that as an out channel, which is pretty awesome. Now, the rest of the power, I guess, right now might be in a little bit of trouble. Can we set this to minus? Can I do that? If I do that, what happens? Gonna have to test that. I'm gonna have to see if the power goes to everywhere that's already set to green first. If -1 works, maybe it makes it like negative priority. It's only getting the spillover for right now, because I am gonna have to change all of our points over to blue, right? So that's what I'm kind of doing here. But I'm hoping the priority works here. I don't know where I could test that really easy. Where would be an easy place that's using a good amount of power? Actually, right down here, right? Actually, no, it's not even doing anything anymore. This machine used to run nonstop when we had sifting. We're not even using that much power right now. It's actually hilarious how little power we are actually using in our base right now, which is kind of funny. But where are we using power nonstop? And I actually can't think of a single place where I'm using power all the time. This is a problem. I guess we can sort this out. The best way to sort this out, I guess, would be we'll run over and set this up. This is going to be our new void miner, right? So we might as well get this set up here. We're only going to set up one of them today because I realized I didn't have enough Atheum to be able to do the tier 8 solar. So we're only going to set up one of the miners right now. Then I'm going to have to set up another miner over in the end again. I guess at tier 8, focused on crystals, but we're going to have to get one set on resources and start working on that, right? So let's actually grab a whole lot of stuff here. Let's go ahead and drop some of this stuff off because we don't need it right now. We may need that later, so let's actually keep that. Don't need you. Got too much stuff, man. Drop off these casings. That looks good. And then grab the rest of the stuff. Okay, so I'm not sure how tall this thing has to be either, so I guess we'll figure it out. We're just going to set this up over here too. It may get its own island when we have the other one, but for right now, let's just go like over here. Sweet. And then maybe bring it up a little bit. Like I said, no clue how tall this one is. I might have to set up once and break it and then set up again, but I'm okay with that. Anyway, go ahead and do that. Also, I learned with these too when I was breaking them down. I had the 3 in the end. I'm not going to use this option here anymore to break them. What is it here? Break multi-block. The first multi-block gave me every block back. The next two did not. They did not. It like missed blocks. I missed like 50 frames out of one and like 70 frames out of the other one. So yeah, I'm not doing that. Anyway, it's definitely a thing. I'm definitely going to use it to build though, because I'm not building this manually. Oh, did I actually get this the right height? I think I did too. Oh my goodness, this looks good. It didn't build everything, but that's fine. I'm okay with that. Let's go ahead and grab the rest of our frames. Well, that looks like structure blocks. Let's go ahead and try that. That looks like structure, 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 structure. There you go. And I don't know if this thing's actually formed, so we'll have to go underneath it, kind of test that out, right? So let's head down here. Let's go break some of that. Sweet. Awesome. Looks like it is formed because it's shooting at the laser. That works for now. And then we can head out here. And I guess one more down would be better, but I'm fine with this because it's probably not going to stay here, right? So anyway, let's go ahead and see how much power this takes. And if I set it to the green channel, if it actually gets this power, that's kind of important as well, right? Also, I like to go and only keep one of these on here. So I'm going to go ahead and break that off. And I only like having one item output as well. So let's get these out of here, because otherwise it gets confusing sometimes what it's doing. Especially with the item outputs, it seems to have like one dominant one. And then you can just replace these with frame blocks anyway, so it doesn't even matter. So I can just do that. Awesome. Maybe I'll keep the power on this one, actually. Let's go ahead and do that. Sweet. And then I also went ahead and made all the modifiers as well. So we're going to have to decide what we're going to do here. So that's good there. Let's go ahead and, I guess, throw it some power. Let's go ahead and grab a point. Pop it right here. Go ahead and do this. That should work. It is getting power, so that's a good sign. Because this is priority 0. It should be above the other one, but sometimes priority systems, sometimes it really depends on the dev. Sometimes I do it with a positive is like the better one, and sometimes it's negative is the better one, so I never know. We also will probably need another dank, actually. Let's go to a dank. That's not a dark, a dank. Maybe we'll use this for the storage. There you go. Sweet. Actually, now that I think of it, this is actually a perfect idea. Go ahead and grab you. Go ahead and grab you. And as long as it'll auto output to it, I guess we'll find out here in a second. Any items in there? There's nothing in there yet. Oh, what is wrong? What would be wrong? Oh, it doesn't have a lens yet. What do we need to do that? Is it called? It's not the grinder. It's not the lens we need. We need the memory thing, right? So when I set this up, what I forgot to do was actually use the configurator on the port. It sets the input and output. I don't even know what I was thinking, but anyway, that was definitely the problem, and that fixes it. During the nighttime too, anything that's currently on green will not stay on because there's no new power coming in. So I guess I'm going to have to sooner than later hunt down all our green ones and get those switched over. But for right now, it doesn't matter too much. And right now, that is on a Rocky. We don't do that. That's just making sure it worked there. We want it on the ore one, right? Just a generic ore one. Let's do that. Then we can go ahead and see if we can get this working here. We won't set this to green. We'll switch it over to blue because we know it's an issue, right? So let's go ahead and head down here. Make sure that is actually on blue, right? So out. Yep. Sweet. And this should be starting to get items. So yeah, it's starting to get items. Right now, what does it have there? All bandwidth modifiers. Probably want some frequencies in here as well. So let's turn half of them into frequencies. Let's do that and that. Bandwidths are going to make it so you get like bigger stacks, you know what I mean, per kind of every time it finds something. Then these ones are going to make it so it just runs more often. It's probably going to up the power usage massively as well. 42,000 actually isn't horrible. And these are the top level ones, so I went ahead and did them. They're actually super easy to do, actually. You just need the, I guess, the crystal for the level, then one of those Lanthodalite, which you just get anyway with the crystal miners. And then, yeah, just easy to do. It doesn't matter what level, frequency, or bandwidth, or whatever you use. So you just upgrade them to the top level just by making the base one. So really easy to do there. And now you can see we're already getting massive amounts of resources. This was actually the perfect item to store all this to. I couldn't think of a better one. We're not even going to be able to process 99% of this stuff. I'm not going to try to. I'm going to probably only process certain things, right? So emerald, that'll get processed for sure. What else will get processed? Iron, definitely gonna need iron, right? So we got copper there, I don't care about that. Redstone's gonna get processed for sure. Maybe some of the dimensional shard ore, although I don't even need that much, I guess. Our tools, we don't have our tools dimension, so it doesn't even matter that much. I'm just thinking about what we really need out of this thing, right? And most of the stuff we literally don't need. So maybe gold, iron, redstone for sure. Quartz is another one. I need tons of that too. I'm thinking about like our storage drive. I want to do the infinite, right? And for that, I'm going to need tons of iron. I need tons of quartz. Glass, I'm going to end up doing when we get the actual resource miner set up. Because we just, I guess, start smelting infinite sand. I could do sand anyway, but we'll just do it super fast with one of those insane furnaces. And just think about exactly what we want out of this. I may actually go take a couple minutes here, go ahead and do some crafting, and then figure out exactly what we're going to process and just process those specific materials. Because like I said, most of these things do not need to be done. Like, why do I need more sulfur? Well, I already have it in essence, right? Or lead. What am I going to do with lead? Nothing. And okay, I've actually decided to only really do, I guess, 6 different materials here. So you can see here I got gold. There's 2,000. There's iron. There's redstone. My goodness, the amount we're getting to is insane. Diamond and emerald. So they're going to be the only ones that I do. I need to go ahead and upgrade these ones. So I need some more of the tier upgrades, I guess. Go ahead and grab them. This, and you. Sweet. But just to keep these things on hand, because it seems like you're always using them, right? Oh, it's this order, and that one, right? There you go. Got another factory. Got myself this configuration card too. So I can like shift and right click on one that's already configured. Just do that there. There you go. That one is the only one already pulling. And that one should start just doing tons of gold ore. Then I'll have to pull them out. I'm going to have to speed these up as well. We'd want some speed upgrades, right? Let's go ahead and grab. We got 12. But that many, how many more would we need? You know what? Let's just do another 30. There you go. I thought I put mufflings in here too. I have a whole bunch of mufflings. I just got to pre-craft those. You know, because you can only use 4 per machine, right? Make that one quiet. But the rest of these materials, we're not going to be able to keep up with this. Like, the old tier 8 was realistic. You could actually keep up with it. This one is impossible. It's literally impossible. In a few minutes, we're getting, what, 13,000 glowstone, 21,000 copper ore. It's actually utterly and completely insane. And there's the dust there. We're going to pipe those through some of those really fast furnaces, because the furnaces aren't the problem. It's the enriching or the crushing. I don't know what would keep up with this at all whatsoever. You know what I mean? It's just utterly, completely broken. Go ahead and grab you. Go ahead and grab you. Sweet. We're also going to need some of those energy upgrades. Otherwise, it is kind of pointless, right? Guess we got 14 of those as well. I don't know why I have these weird numbers. Wait, let's go ahead and see if we can hunt them down. Let's make like another 20. Sweet. Go ahead and get that in here. And yeah, that's going to be how I do it, right? I figured it was easier to do with Whitelist and do it kind of small than the other way around. Also, this one here is going to get processed different. So you may have noticed that I have a pedestal. I need that in my offhand. I keep this in my offhand too. This way, when you're putting down drawers, they actually go down dropped. So that way you don't have to worry about them kind of getting buffered if they're already connected to a drawer controller. So it's a nice little thing there. But we're going to be setting up the emerald a little different, right? So I have this other pedestal. We're going to need a placer. Which placer do I want to use? Which placer? We have this one. Does this one work good? I guess we'll find out. Let's go ahead and do that. Go ahead and maybe put it right there. Awesome. Go ahead and grab an item pipe. Go ahead and pump this one out. Then I'm going to have to go make some furnaces here. Either rainbow or maybe like all the Modium ones. We'll see how expensive each of them are. And then kind of figure that out. But it doesn't really matter. We can just wirelessly power them either way. So that's going to get emerald down. That will obviously need some speed upgrades. Which ones are they? Doesn't matter. This one's probably enough for this actually. Let's just use a advanced. Sweet. Go ahead and pump one right there. And then always on. That's what we want. Then what you do is grab the actual pedestal, right? So we're going to pop this here. This one is a block breaker upgrade. It's a pedestal speed 5. You can get area on this. I would not advise it because it's going to break things in area. So probably don't want that. Probably want that in our offhand. Put that right there. Oh my goodness. I didn't even think about experience. Okay. Okay, I get it. I get it. I get it. You're fast. I get it. That's utterly insane. And then I can still give it a pick, right? So we have this one here with the Fortune 20. Let's do this here. I should be able to right click that in. That'll add that. And that's probably going to make it more insane, right? Let's just do that for a second. There you go. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's insane too. The amount of emeralds. Like, look at our emeralds in the making of this video. In the making of this video, we've gone from, I think, like 40 or 50,000 emeralds to 850,000. It's utterly insane. I'm loving it, man. Just destroying the most difficult resource in the pack in, in no time at all whatsoever makes me feel warm inside. Anyway, that's a thing. I guess we need to get these all hooked up too. So let's go ahead and do that. Then I'm going to have to figure out what I'm going to use for smelting. Probably go do that. And yeah, just get everything sped up here too. And okay, I went ahead and made some unobtainium furnaces, which are pretty good, right? They're using some wireless heat receivers and just pulling everything to the center chest. These ones don't need to be processed, so just automatically, I should have that on that there. There you go. And that one's good as well. But they're all upgraded, which is awesome. These things need to get items, I guess, pumped into the faster. It is not going fast enough, so let's actually go make some of these puppies, right? That and that right there. Awesome. You know what? Let's just make them all like that. Then we'll go ahead and just make all of these like that as well. Here you go. Sweet. Then I should be able to just speed this up, speed this up. Yes, I used a little bit of dire wire, but I kind of forgot these things were sided. So anyway, I didn't want to move everything around. So you can see now it's actually smelting at the same kind of pace, right? But it's going to go through this and then be done either way, so it doesn't need better. So I guess it's just do what it does. You know what I mean? Let's go ahead and swap that out, actually. Let's do that with that. Sweet. And this one right here, I obviously have the wrong one as well. Go ahead and do that. Cool. And that'll make that kind of max speed. And that's going to do gold nonstop. That's going to do iron nonstop. And that one's going to do redstone nonstop. So pretty much perfect, except for this thing slows dirt. We gotta speed this one up, man. Go ahead and get that one over there. Sweet. There you go. Keep up, no problem now. And look at that, man. Just getting resources nonstop. And working really good. So all I really need to do is sort this one out. The experience. Now, I'm guessing we could just use a hopper, right? If I use a hopper here, that'll handle experience. The problem with that is it's not going to be able to keep up with it. So maybe if I put the hopper here, right? Then go down. Sweet. The experience I don't care about. I think this thing gets so full that it stops. But I need to test that, right? So I guess we can go ahead and just try this out, right? I'm a little scared too. Go ahead and do this. There you go. Why am I getting the experience? Don't come to me. Is it going fast now? That's really what matters, right? So it'll get the items. I can move the items quick. I think it is going fast enough, but we'll see. Okay, you can see how fast that thing is. It's like a machine gun. Of course, it'll get through the backlog. Then I think it'll be a little more realistic. But there is 8,000 emerald in there already. And it is pretty crazy all around. Anyway, let's go ahead and see if we can grab a pipe here. We need to get this one into that as well, I suppose. That's not going to connect to anything else, is it? No, I don't think so. So let's go ahead and do that. Go ahead and break this connection. We'll want a fast one on this one, I suppose. And I guess we'll need one more of those, right? Anyway, yes, very dire wire today. But it's going to be in a spot where no one's going to see it. Only you guys are going to know about it. Maybe tell anyone. I'll come to your house and kiss your dog on the mouth. I don't know what else to say. Let's go ahead and do this. There you go. Go ahead and do that. Go ahead and do that. There you go. So that should handle the emeralds. Cool. And as long as the experience does not lag my world, I'm fine, right? So let's try that one more time. Let's do this. There you go. Let's get away from it. I want to make sure that we're not just getting a massive buildup of experience over there. It should reach a point where this thing is kind of full. This voids it off. I mean, I could sit here and get experience too, I guess. I don't really need it. But I get massive amounts of experience really easy. I can't believe how fast this thing is. It's totally insane. Are those emeralds actually going in there? It is too. Oh my goodness. How fast is it going through these emeralds? Not that fast. I mean, fast enough. Actually, not too bad. That's actually crazy. I should probably go to muffler, right? Make sure we're on recent. I got so much going on. I want the brake. I don't want to turn off the brake sound actually at all. I wish we just had a muffler block actually. Do we actually have like a straight up just muffler? Doesn't seem like it, right? There must be one there, but I don't want to muffle brake sounds and I don't want to muffle EXP sounds. So it is what it is. I'll just turn it down in the recording. But this is effectively our setup. And now you can see our emeralds. We're already at 1,150,000. And this is this pack, man. This is what's happening to us. We have iron coming in at an insane rate. We got redstone coming in at an insane rate. Gold and the other stuff. And that other stuff, I mean, I really don't need it. So unless I need it for a reason, I'm not going to come back here and process it. And this place doesn't really... I mean, it's not helping my FPS. But it's not destroying it. I may have to move this into a compact machine. This one right here may have to go in a compact machine. But outside of that, I mean, it's okay, right? It's okay. The experience isn't, like, massively pooling. I wish we had the old clumps. Do we have clumps in here? Does not seem like it. That's too bad. Because it would just turn into a giant EXP ball that I can come back and pick up, you know, every 10 hours or so. And get, you know, 500 levels or something ridiculous. So I've gone ahead and actually watched this thing for a few minutes here. And it's not doing too bad. It is killing my frames, right? So if I turn off VSync, I usually get about 400 frames, right? With VSync about 144, this thing's pushing me down to 90. So yeah, definitely hurting my frames. Definitely going to go into a compact machine. But the important thing was it's actually not, I guess, keeping the orbs in the world. They actually are getting voided off, which is what I was kind of hoping for, right? I really don't have any need for this experience at all whatsoever. I mean, I already have tons of essence. We're getting more than I could spend anyway. And just entire, I guess, tubes full of it, right? So anyway, pretty awesome, pretty cool. Gonna definitely, like I said, move that to a compact machine. But I think I'm going to go ahead and actually wrap this one up here. So as always, guys, like this video, please hit that like button. If you really liked it, hit that subscribe button. It is always appreciated. Well, you guys all have a good one. See you guys next video. Later.